Hi, this is Peter. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Cane Pole. If you hear me coughing through this video, I apologize. I'll get into the reason behind that a little bit later. We've got the camera pointed at the pond, so that way if I do go into a coughing fit, you won't see me looking like I'm about to die. Anyway, my last video was 3 weeks ago, a little over that. 3 weekends ago, I remember saying in the video that we were heading down to Savannah and to take a trip. Well, we did that on Friday. Now, like I say, I'm talking 3 weekends ago. Did that on Friday. Everything went well. Come home, wife was a little tired, but you know, we'd taken a trip and we'd gone walking around, stuff like that. So Saturday, she wasn't feeling well, had a little bit of a headache. Not, incredibly unusual, not incredibly bad, just, a little bit of a headache. So we had to do our normal shopping on Saturday. Well, rolls around to Saturday afternoon evening, and she was feeling a little warm to me after getting her shopping done, and she wasn't feeling good all day. So I had her take her temperature, and she had a mild, low-grade fever. She then said that people at her work had been being sick. Well, concerned about her, she started a little coughing and stuff. She didn't want to go to the doctor. So Saturday rolls into Sunday morning. Sunday morning, she wakes up, she's burning up, 101 something degree fever, pushing 102. I get her to go to the doctor. Doctor confirms that it's the flu. In the meantime, I've got a slight headache going on. Oh, good. At the doctor's office, when the doctor confirmed it was the flu, I was like, you know what? I'll probably be back in a day or so, because, it takes a day or two to incubate the flu. Stop, because we had to go to the doctor way down in town. I stopped by a bait shop on the way back, and I get a can of worms, knowing that the can of worms I have at the house is getting a little low. I'll get to that later. Then we stop and get her medicines, and headache's getting a little worse, and I'm not feeling 100% myself. But that's not unusual for me. It's sinus problems and stuff. So I get home from that, and I've got this can of worms. So I was gonna come out and do a fishing video that Sunday afternoon. And I was feeling tired. I sat down to eat a little bit of lunch, dinner, whatever you wanted to call it. It was kind of a late lunch. And after that, I fell asleep in my chair. About 5:30, in the afternoon, I wake up and I'm warm. I take my temperature. I've got a low-grade fever. Oh, good. Know what this is? It's the flu. Well, she's on medicines. We've taken her to the doctor. The way our insurance worked, we hadn't gotten billed yet for that, so I don't know how much the doctor visit was. I do know the medicines were $154. Kind of ridiculous. So I tell myself, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and tough it out. Spend a couple days with the chills and, the aches and all, and fever breaks, and I couldn't even tell you. It was a couple days later, fever broke and all. I couldn't tell you what day it was, but I'm still coughing up a storm and not feeling well, and tired and weak for about a week and a half after that. So that puts us on getting, we have already had another weekend, puts us on getting to this weekend. Well, I'm still coughing occasionally, especially in the morning and in the evening, which is normal for me having bad sinus problems. There were some ripples over there. I don't know if I can get this rig over there behind the tree. It's about as close as I can get it. I know it's not pneumonia or really bronchitis or anything really bad, anything I need to go get medicated. And we got a fish with a light bite for the strong, powerful brim. Pretty yellow belly on this one. Get him up and get him unhooked. Show him to you all, and I'll put him back in the water. Nice fish. At any rate, the wife's off Friday, and somebody had to go get the daughter from college this weekend. She had an appointment she had to do. So Thursday evening, the wife's the only one who's feeling like it, went and got the daughter. Our other daughter had something else to do, so she couldn't go with her, but she went and got her daughter, brought her home. Friday morning, they went and did the appointment with the daughter, and she had to be back by 5 o'clock to college in Rock Hill, which is 3 hours away. So she and my other daughter decided they would take her back to school, giving me a chance to get one more day of rest. Well, it's payday weekend, and normally we shop on either the Friday. We try and shop on Friday, so we're not out Saturday with the crowds and stuff. But couldn't shop Friday, so we went out Saturday and did our normal grocery shopping, and I'm feeling better. So I go by the hardware store in town, and they had about 7 cans of worms in their little worm fridge, and not a one of them had a live worm in them. So I've still got this can of worms I bought over a month ago. It's got probably 8 or 9 worms still left in it. Can't guarantee that. I'm not going to sit there and count them. But I wasn't able to get worms. I thought about coming out and fishing yesterday, but had a few other things we needed to do and took care of that. So here I am fishing with you today. At any rate, this leads me into the worms. Now, when I stopped at the tackle shop, it's a little tackle shop gas station, they really didn't seem to have any good worms where they keep their worms. They keep them in a cardboard box on top of a shelf, and you go through them and you look at them and you dump them out in the thing. And there was a couple cans with a few worms in it wiggling, a couple dead worm cans. Went through all of them. So I'm a little disappointed, and I'm about to grab me some night crawlers and say, wait a minute, we got some in the back. We'll bring some out. Well, he brought some out from the back. They looked okay. I mean, they weren't the best looking worms in the world, but I figured that was because they'd been in a cooler. Well, that's the worm can that I bought, like I said, 3 weeks ago. They didn't last long at all. Of course, I didn't check them, during the week. But I did give them a little feed like I did the ones in here. And they just did not hang around, live very well at all. And I was worried they weren't, because I really didn't like the look of them in the bait shop, but I bought them. I should have left them. Now, add that to going up to the hardware store, and they said their bait guy hadn't come by. They hadn't called him in. It's really not fishing season. They haven't even got their crickets in yet. They'll get them in shortly. Probably in mid to end of this month. But at any rate, they didn't have any good worms. So if you're buying your worms, always look at them. Always look at the box. And if things don't look right, don't take them. Now hold out, and unless you're desperate. I mean, I probably wasn't thinking 100% clearly when I bought the ones I did, but I wouldn't buy worms I didn't think were healthy and didn't look good. Make do with other substitutions. Buy you a can of, and I could use night crawlers, just cut pieces of night crawler off, but I like using red wigglers. Yeah, don't buy them if they don't look good. Crickets should be very active. Minnows should be actively swimming in the tank and have adequate aeration and preferably some filtration. Just a little word to the wise on the bait. I know I haven't gone into a real serious coughing fit, but I might. At any rate, I just wanted to get out here, talk to y'all, let you know why I hadn't been out here fishing. Let you know I hadn't forgot about you. It's turning into a long video, and I apologize for just one fish. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, and thank you folks for watching. Hope you enjoyed me catching the one fish, and hope you understand why I hadn't got any videos out.